Welcome to week 21 of Vermillion Vocab. This week, I'm going to talk about the term agency. And agency is a super important term when you're dealing in a real estate transaction because agency is what tells you who has a fiduciary duty to you as the buyer or seller in a transaction. And there are different types of agency, which is why it's important to clarify that when you're getting yourself into a real estate transaction or an agency relationship with either your seller agent or your buyer agent. So when you have agency with someone, you could be a buyer and you have a buyer's agent with a signed buyer agency agreement, and that buyer agent has a fiduciary duty to protect your best interest at all times. Same for a seller agent. If you have a seller, you're a seller and you have the seller's agent with a signed listing agreement and the agency disclosure, that seller agent owes you a fiduciary duty. Now, there are some instances where agency may be a little bit different. So you want to make sure when you're entering a real estate transaction that whoever is representing you has your best interest in mind, fiduciary duty to you. So you want to clarify that agency relationship, but it's a very important word in a real estate transaction. Massachusetts does a good job, I think, of the paperwork highlighting what the agency is in a given situation, but make sure whenever you're signing anything or starting to work with an agent on either side of a transaction or having an agent write an offer for you, find out what their agency relationship is with anybody in the transaction. And if their agency relationship is not with you, they have a duty to probably protect their seller more so than you. So you need to figure that out, what the agency is before you enter a real estate transaction. But that's the word for this week.